It's your boy Mo Brown.
It's your boy Van Deezy.
And we are the Upstate New York Knicks fans. Welcome to the Upstate New York Knicks podcast, where we give you the Knicks take north of Westchester. We are located and recording live from the 315 Cuse, Syracuse, New York. We were born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, both of us, and now we are here and loving it upstate. You could take us out the city, but the garden is in the heart forever.
And ever and ever and ever.
That will never change. I want to take a time to acknowledge this podcast is produced by Smooth Family Entertainment.
That's us.
SFE. Check us out on Twitter at Smooth Family ENT. Also, be sure to follow the pod, Upstate_Knicks. And then obviously follow both of us when you get a chance at Mo Breezy 213 and at Frostmont Guru.
That's me.
This was a week. This was a week.
Is it not always a week?
I feel like it's always a week as a Knicks fan. Like, that's all we do. One speed.
Pain.
Pain.
The speed of pain.
The speed of pain. This wasn't the most painful week, though, if I'm being honest.
I agree.
Compared to some of the pain we have experienced, like, this is much less painful. And honestly, it's good to be healthy. It's good to be healthy. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the games. But, like, that's, like, my biggest takeaway is, like, we're at full strength and our defense is just clicking differently. Our offense has more of a, like, pep to it. And then some players are just coming into their own. IQ starting to do his thing. He realizing the second units just can't guard him.
They can't.
He's learned that. And it's a good sign. But yeah, over the past, so we're recording on Tuesday.
Today.
This week. Not our usual Monday, but the pain of Toronto was yesterday.
It was.
And we'll get into it. But even that game left a lot to be desired. Like, there was easily areas we could improve. But this loss was a lot better than Pascal Siakam dropping 52 on our whole dome. And overall, I don't think we played a bad game. We just can't close teams out. And we'll talk about it. But it's a good feeling that
that's what they're gonna put in our team's biggest weakness.
Yes. Free throw shooting under 2 minutes.
That's gonna be the Bleacher Report article. Knicks' biggest weakness. We sell in the last minute
for no particular reason either.
No reason.
I feel like if I was other teams, like how they would do like a hack of Giannis or a hack of Shaq, I would just start fouling
anybody
in the fourth quarter. Just pick somebody, just foul them, because we
more
can't.
likely than not. More likely than not,
we refuse. But for as much as we can't close out games, we have been closing some out, and I want to give the credit where it's due. Since we last spoke, we went 3-1 since we last spoke.
Once again, 3-1.
Yeah, we called it. We
6-2. We said 4-0 both.
We said 4-0?
We did.
Okay.
So we didn't call it.
I didn't call it.
But it should have been 4-0.
Yeah, we should have been 4-0. And honestly, the games went how I thought they would. Like,
yes, indeed.
I literally just was like, Jalen Brunson was going to be better. And he was. He's getting healthy. You can see it. He got a different pop to him. We still haven't figured out rotations. Like, I don't think we ever will, based on my knowledge of one Thomas Thibodeau.
Tomas.
But
you maniac.
He's a maniac. He's a really mad man. I don't get it.
Dr. Frankenstein Thibodeau.
Yes.
This man is insane. All right, let's get into the reviews.
We're gonna go game by game.
Game by game. We starting off in the streets.
Home. Right? Yeah,
yes.
This was home versus Indiana.
Versus the Wally Bowl.
The Wally Bowl. That we tried to sell.
Of course we did.
We made an effort to sell.
Did. One thing we're gonna do
is try.
Give our darndest effort.
Put our best
to disappoint our fans through and through.
It's like, you can have a nice, easy win. Indy was trying to give us an easy win. Halliburton sat. the whole fourth. And it was like once he left, they was like, oh, we're good. And Buddy Hield was like, oh, y'all forgot. I am still very present on this court. And I can shoot.
So we're going to start it off by saying, once again, we are in the week of Brunson.
Yes.
That brother was balling. And he started it all by giving Ty Halliburton all the chips he could desire. And I was thoroughly pleased watching him give Ty Halliburton all the chips in the Wally Bowl. Shout out Wally Zerbiak. They made you apologize. I know, but you're a company man.
He said this check too good.
I respect it. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet. They told him to apologize. He had to do it. Main storyline in this game, Rowan Barrett Jr. was bike.
Yeah.
Bike.
Big back. I was really excited to see him back. As y'all know, RJ's #1 fan. Great to see him back. But I'm going to bring it up because I have to. First game back. 41 minutes played. Granted, he wasn't showing no signs of rust.
2 weeks off.
Because he's that guy. But come on. After 2 weeks off, I thought we'd have had some kind of leeway in. But was still aggressive. Love seeing that. But RJ being back was like side story. But let's be clear. The story was that Jalen Brunson
was given
chips.
All the chips.
I really think that so the All-Star voting is coming out. We're going to talk about it in the topics. But for the second round of voting, Randall was in the top 10 and Brunson wasn't. And I think he felt the way all week.
Oh, yeah.
All week.
Because he proceeded to give everybody
chips at a high rate. They say he had, like 3 total 30-point games before this week. Some stat like that. I don't know the stat. Don't quote me. But this week, I'm pretty sure he had 30 every game. He said, I'm going to hoop and no one's going to stop me. And boy, was he correct.
Absolutely correct, by the way.
Other notable stat lines. Julius didn't have the best scoring game, but he gave us 16 boards. I'll take that. 4 assists, 14 points on 12 shots. Not the best, but the plus minus of a +9 told a story. Quentin, super clutch. He took the Halliburton.
That boy God.
Took the Halliburton assignment again and won again. He really said, I'm going to make your life a living hell.
What does jail feel like?
And he did. Held him to 15 points again. Twice.
So
this is a man who averages 20.
And 10.
20 and 10.
So that's not to be said. Ty Halliburton left the game after the third quarter.
This is true.
And
he might have got some more points.
Immediately, mind you, at this point, we was cooking them.
Yes.
Cooking them up like the pot of freaking Indiana stew they was. And at this point, immediately, we made the decision. We're going to stop doing good things. And proceeded to start selling.
Selling at the highest rate.
It made no sense.
But no reason.
But like most things that happen in a Tom Thibodeau-led Knicks team, it makes no sense whatsoever. No. We got Buddy Love, Buddy Hield, 31 points.
Hooping.
8 rebounds, 7 for 15 from 3-point line. I'm not going to lie to you. Buddy Hield is leading the league in 3-point makes. He's on the scouting report.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me,
you know
this is why it's nasty. I'm going to tell you why it's nasty. Oh my God, Tibbs. I told y'all last week, it is a conscious decision to sell the three-pointer
he's choosing
in Steph Curry's NBA. It don't make sense to me. It does not. If anything, let the big man go crazy.
We have Mitch.
Miles Turner out for the game immediately before the game started. He was a late scratch. If I'm letting anybody cook, it's gonna be who's the big man? Jalen Smith?
Jalen Smith.
Yeah.
Some mid.
Some mid guy is gonna cook me. I'm sorry.
0 points.
Why would Buddy Hield? Buddy Hield's on the scouting report.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield, 3-point sniper. NBA league leader in 3-point makes. Do you know what that means? That means he does this. Out of the 500 players that play in the NBA, He is number one at making it behind the 3-point line.
Yes.
In a league that Klay Thompson and Steph Curry exist.
And in
the league where nuts like Dame Lillard exist.
Yeah.
It is the super nut, Buddy Hield.
One man stands alone.
So I'm not only mad that he made 7 threes. This is why, like 7 threes, he's a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
I am mad that he shot 15 threes because that tells me that y'all literally looked at the scouting report and said, nah, Buddy Hield's line is 4.5. You understand how loose you got to be? Like, only Steph gets 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been hitting the over. Like, regularly.
Like, that's the default.
Like, he's getting 5 threes a game, and then he's hitting them. And that's comfortably what he's doing because at all time, he's pulling. Like, there's no decision that Buddy Hield is not making that doesn't involve pulling.
Yeah.
Like, he's not really a pass. Look at the assist. Zero. Assist.
Zero. He's a full-on shooter.
Yeah.
Like,
he has no desire to pass the ball.
Yes.
Why is Buddy Hield getting 31 points? That's disgusting work. I was thoroughly disgusted at that. I'm disgusted at Ben Mathurin coming off the bench, the rook, giving us 20 points.
Honestly, that was nastier.
Yeah.
Being honest.
And this is all happening after Ty Halliburton decides that he needs 2 weeks off.
No. You know what was really nasty to me? So granted, Buddy was absolutely disgusting. I feel fundamentally whenever a team has 1 or 2 guys, you can't let one guy beat you. You cannot. Like,
it needs to be a collective of guys.
It needs to be a collective of guys, or that one guy needs to be Giannis Antetokounmpo, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, like someone like that. And Buddy Hield's not there yet, and I don't know if he'll ever get there. But if you look at the shot selection, as a team, they took 39. He took 15. Like him, Buddy Hield. No one else really was chucking up shots like that, and no one else really was hitting like that. But we just kept leaving the one dude that could hit open. But one thing that stood out to me, and I don't know if I want to give him flowers or what, but TJ McConnell made Brunson work. Let's be clear. Chips were still delivered. He got the chips. But the fact that he made him work, he was trapping in the second half. And you can see it kind of took him out his rhythm because I feel like Brunson had, he ended up with 34. I feel like he had like 28, 29, like midway through the third. And then once TJ came in and started that trap, you could see it was affecting him. I'm going to blame that on a couple things. Most noteworthy is fatigue. Having him play 42 minutes being trapped every time is just madman behavior. But we're going to talk about this every week until
Tibbs decides to chill the fuck out. Right?
It's
all right. So let's be clear. TJ McConnell, Knicks killer.
Yeah.
He's on the list. Like, there's a list. There's a list.
Yes.
Of people that come to the Garden and just do foolishness.
For no reason.
TJ McConnell is on that list. Yes. I remember when he gamed us, when he was on Philly, I was like, come on. Come on. But he notoriously has good games. Like, Ben Simmons is Nick Killer. Like, y'all like
Grayson Allen, annoyingly.
Yes, Grayson Allen. Like,
Wade, annoyingly.
They're the type of guys.
Yes.
So let's be very, very clear. Mm-hmm. That was a possibility.
Yes.
And it happened. Yeah. So
I'm just happy we came away with the W after it, because this very easily could have been a loss down the stretch. I want to say we had a 14, 15 point lead going into the fourth, and then we just didn't. We just did not. Like, we just was letting them come back aggressively, and I'm not gonna lie, I was worried. So I'm worried every game. Every time we have a lead, we could be up 20. And I know. So I watch the games on MSG Go, and MSG Go only give you like 6 total commercials. And one of the commercials is always, it gives you the line. It gives you the line right now, and it's like live line. Knicks 15.5. I take it every time. I take it every time.
Take the
we
the
are
underdog.
not beating nobody by 15.5. If you ever see the Knicks line over 10, take it.
Take it.
Take it.
Take plus. Take plus on the opponent.
Take plus on the opponent. Because we are not beating anybody by 10. Because we love to sell. It's easy money. But I digress. Good win. Shout out Jalen Brunson. That boy nice. Super him. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say.
Let's move on.
Easy enough.
So I need to preface this game.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So as you know, we have been silently advocating for the return of one Kristaps Porzingis to back up Mitch and play the Hartenstein role.
Yeah.
It's been met with some pushback.
I'm okay with that.
I'm also okay with that because Hartenstein is some fucking man. And it was interesting to see a lot of KP love Knicks propaganda this week, especially leading up to this game.
A lot of it. He gave like the little report. What was it? He gave a quote saying that he was young and dumb, something like that. Yeah.
He want to come home, y'all. He want to come home. I'm not saying we should take him back.
I mean, if the price is
right.
If
the price is right, I don't know.
Honestly, if they want to do like a doubles cap dump, we dump Fournier and Derek on them, and they dump KP on us, I'll take it.
I might take it too. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'll take it. He would fit well here, and I don't harbor any ill will towards Porzingis because we absolutely won that trade. We did not have to pay Tim Hardaway Jr. Honestly, just that alone made us so much better. We also did not have to pay Kristaps Porzingis. Like, we were able to do so much from that trade, and we won that trade so handily that I'm not mad at him. Like, I know he was upset, but players get upset all the time. They leave. They come back.
He was young.
The NBA, yeah. He was 22, 23 when he
was
left.
A young boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I made some dumb decisions when I was playing too. So.
I'm making dumb decisions at 30. I hold a grudge over that. But yeah, no, this is another 34 burger from Brunson. That guy.
Man.
Hooping. This was
8 boards, 8 assists this time too. Just to let y'all know, I got the all-around game. Mind you, just for Breezy, 7 for 7 from the free throw line.
Yeah. I didn't point it out. Last game, he was 9 for 9.
Oh, yeah.
Versus Indy, because I do track Jalen Brunson's free throws hard now. It's hard because he be selling. But
once again, Julius rebound with 23 and 16. That brother is boarding.
Yes.
He is boarding.
Calm. We are a really good rebounding team, and it goes underrated. Like, even Emmanuel Quickly, for a guard, he be getting to them boards. Like, we really make the most out of, like, extra possessions with Mitch. And, you know, it's one of those things that don't really show up on the stat sheet. Like, if you look at the rebounds, Mitch had 10, but 5 was offensive. 3 of Julius's was offensive. Like, those are pure extra possessions. Quentin had 2. Hart had 4. So he's off the hook for a little bit, for at least tonight. But we had, 14 extra possessions in a game that we won by 4. That's hustle. That's New York Knicks basketball, baby. Love to see it.
This was the Emmanuel Quickly game as well.
Yes.
Like, it was Brunson hemming up the court. Don't get it twisted. He was hemming up the court. Something phenomenal. Oh, this was also a game we had a 20-point lead, by the way, and we decided to sell the lead.
For no good reason.
Because this is what we do.
That's our thing.
Kristaps Porzingis decided he wanted to start pulling in the middle of the third and hit like 4 threes in a row. And I was like,
it was annoying too because he was ice cold before that.
He was
stretch.
not hitting anything.
It was
like if you had the under on a bad Porzingis game, he was at like 4 at the half. You was like, you was chilling. You was getting ready to purchase some lobster.
You like, I'm about to hit.
I'm about to eat tonight. And then Porzingis, and then even like the beginning of the third, you're like, oh man, Porzingis is selling. And then he just decided to start pulling, and I was
selling. Like, just not selling at all. Shooting. Also, I want to give flowers to Kyle Kuzma.
Oh yeah, he's on my fantasy team. Shout out to Kyle Kuzma.
His game is weird to me because it don't feel like he killing you, and then you look up at the stat sheet and you like, this man got 38. Like, when did this happen? Like, he don't have a game like Steph or Dame where it's just like 3 falling, or James Harden where he just living at the free throw line. Like, it really feels like a complete game. I didn't realize, he had it like that.
I'm not going to lie. Kyle Kuzma is good. Like, he's good.
Yeah.
And he got raised by Braun. So like
he got some.
Like it's tough playing with Braun. Yeah, that's a given.
Was Kuzma there with Kobe? Was he there? Yeah, I never know when they got there. Like I know they all arrived at different times.
Nah, I don't think he was there.
He wasn't there yet.
He was there when Lonzo. Him and Lonzo was there the first year.
Okay, was Lonzo not with Kobe?
Nah,
they missed each other. Okay,
they missed Kobe. Kobe was retired 2014, 2015, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, Kobe retired 2015 because he went in the Hall of Fame 2020.
He died.
Yeah, he passed away, 2019, 2020?
He passed away 2020, but he went in early because he died. Like
Did
he went in, yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know when he retired, but Randall, Kuzma, Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Clarkson.
They had the freaking
they had
four, man.
Like
all of them brothers is gone.
They are all good. Every single one of them are good. And y'all gonna hate me when I say this because I love pushing this narrative. But when we let Quickly walk, when we let Obi walk, when we let these brothers walk, they gonna be looking at us just like that. And I'm glad we holding on to them. We gonna talk about it. Folks keep calling about Quickly. Tibbs came out and said it. Untouchable.
Indispensable. That's what he said. I was like, okay.
Strong words. Love to see it, but I do want to give Kuzma his flowers. Put up 40 in the L.
Yeah, Kuzma's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's solid. But they got to get somebody that could guard Jalen Brunson, and I don't know if that
Kuzma
person
could come
exists.
back up, come play backup minutes as well. You know, if the price is right. If the price is right.
Kuzma got to get on the court. If Kuzma come, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, if I'm being honest, because
they're gonna want Obi.
Yeah.
Would you give up Kuzma for Obi?
No. So my problem with Kuzma is that he plays small forward, power forward. Like, I'm not getting rid of Julius. Julius is hooping crazy this year, and RJ is my guy. That would be real fake if I gave up on RJ. But
RJ, that would be nuts if they asked for RJ.
Like, he's starting. Like, those two are starting. But do you bring Kuzma off the bench? Do you bring Grimes to the bench and move RJ to the 2? Like, what do you do? And the clamper has to stay.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that's a non-negotiable.
Mitch and Quentin
have
to stay because Brunson and Randall
refuse
to be elite defenders. And honestly, I don't want Brunson to be an elite defender. I want him to continue giving chips. Make the game easier for Julius and RJ like he's doing.
I would just like to reiterate that I said episode 1 that Jalen Brunson was not here to play defense. He was not brought here.
That's okay.
It is universally known that Jalen Brunson is a lick on defense.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He you get buckets on him. They seek him. Yes. And that's fine. Because you know what's going to happen? He is seeking you.
Yeah.
And that is what
yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
And like he's scrappy. Like he's not lazy. He be taking charges.
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's just small.
I have found the Jalen Brunson sauce. I'm gonna talk about it later. But I have found the Jalen Brunson defensive sauce that keeps him on the court. And I respect it. OD.
Yeah, hustle. Effort, but no, you'll break it down. Stat lines, what we got? RJ has 17, 13 shots. Good game. Mitchell, 10 boards. Quentin shot 2 for 10 and had a plus minus of plus 12. You don't do that by accident.
So good.
That's not something that just happens.
He's so good.
Who else stood out? Oh, Quickly, like you said earlier, you said it.
Homecoming game for Quick.
Yeah, DC area guy, DMV, but I like that he is taking advantage of second units. Like he is realizing
he is better.
Yeah, I should.
No lie, they
saying
that Russell Westbrook is the 6th man of the year. It's GG's. I'm letting y'all know the Emmanuel Quickly 6th man of the year campaign started about 2 weeks ago.
Did you see the
brother's too good? He's too good.
What was it? ESPN, one of the websites, they was like they did the little mid-season reports or whatever. And Quickly wasn't nowhere near. Honestly, no Knicks were nowhere near any of them. MVP, 6th man, comeback player, none of that. We had nothing.
Emmanuel Quickly not 6th man of the year is going to be crazy.
How he's not in the conversation is absurd.
First of all, Tibbs is playing him 40 minutes a game.
40? He played 32. Like 32 minutes for real for a bench guy is nuts. He played more than Mitch.
That's Lou Williams numbers.
Like, he's a part of the offense.
Yo, Tiz played him 11 minutes and sat Grimes down. And Grimes had to come save the day.
Yeah.
But still, like.
This is true. Was that this game? That
was the game before.
Okay.
When Grimes hemmed it up.
Calm came in, said, I'm here for one reason. Lock people up and shoot threes.
And ball.
And we on offense. So you know what time it is. I catch and I shoot. And boy, does he ever. But
let's move on.
Yep. Easy enough.
All right. Detroit basketball got cooked.
Got smoked. Felt bad for them.
Elite Julius rebound game once again.
Elite Julius game.
Julius
bounce back game.
Yeah. His name this week is Julius Rebound because apparently
he bounced back.
He cannot avoid getting less than 15 rebounds. Don't lie. I am the Julius hater of this podcast. I literally saw him this whole week walk into 15 rebounds. It was the easiest 15. It was the easiest 45 rebounds.
Yes.
It's 60, I'm sorry, because he put up another 15 rebounds on one day.
Yes.
It's the easiest 60 rebounds I ever seen somebody walk into. All of them were easy. He was just sitting there. Oh, give me that. Thank you. It was just a lot of missing. A lot of missing, which meant that we were actually playing good defense when we weren't selling giving up the 3-pointers.
This is something we must do, though. We cannot not sell.
Oh, but yes, Julius Randle.
Great game. 42, 15, and 4. There's no way you could package that. That's not a brother hooping.
Yeah.
He's the first person to do it since Patrick Ewing. That's really that's what you need to hear.
First of all, you score 40 points. That's a good game.
You had a good game.
You put 15 rebounds up.
Honestly, 15 rebounds.
He's literally averaging more rebounds than Mitch, and I know the reason why. I know the reason why. The reason why is because Mitch cannot catch the basketball.
Is that
when he's rebounding?
Is that? But it's also that Mitch does box out. Like, Mitch is very selfless, and I think the Knicks paid him with that in mind. Because there'll be a lot of times you see him only boxing out.
I'm not going to lie to you. Mitch averaged like 18 rebounds.
If he was selfish, if he was like Rudy Gobert, like, just like, I need these stats so that I can get my defensive player of the year nod. If he was that guy, I definitely think he could average at least 2-3 more a game. But there'll be a lot of times.
He's averaging 10. He's averaging 10.
I have no qualms with Mitch. Mitch has earned.
Mitch has earned. I told y'all.
Every penny.
I told y'all. I am publicly advocating for 2 Mitch touches a game. Yes. I say personally, get him out the way early. Yeah. If you get him out the way early and he hits one of them, we might get 8 Mitch points a game. And I swear to you, if we get 8 Mitch points a game, we're winning. Yeah. We're winning. That's all we need. That's all we need. Yeah. I don't need offense from him. Give him 2 touches. If the brother decided once in his life to not put the ball on the ground. Mitch, I love you, bro. But stop putting the ball on the ground. Just you literally
go straight up.
You are the tallest person.
You are right there at the rim, dog.
And you have the longest arms on the court.
Just go for the dunk.
All you gotta do is keep the ball high.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is keep the ball high. You catch it, keep the ball high.
Keep it high and don't really panic. Like, as long as you don't panic, they're either gonna foul you or you're gonna just make a dunk. You might get hit while you make the dunk, but you're a giant. Just do that.
Well, Mitch with 12 rebounds this game. Fully expected us to absolutely cook the Pistons.
I want to shout out the free throw shooting this game. 8 for 8 by Julius, 7 for 8 from Jalen. I need that every night. Jalen had a quiet 27. 27.
His lowest scoring output of the week.
Yes. Out here selling.
A very mid 27.
A very mid 27 points because he was trying to get his man's Julius involved, and boy did he ever. They are real good 1-2. Like, I'm not gonna get carried away, but that's a really good 1-2 punch. Like, we've talked about this on air before about you know, you need guys. You need a 1, you need a 2, you need a 3. I'm very confident both of them are at least a 2 at this moment. The way they're playing, at least a 2. Brunson might be the 1, but he got to make free throws when they count, and he keeps not doing that, and that's why I'm hesitant to put him there. But we've never been at a point where we had two guys that are clear all-stars playing in their prime together since Patrick, Melo, and Amari. And Amari got hurt. But
I'm not going to lie to you.
Let's hear it.
I've seen enough from Jalen Brunson to know that this is not the year he becomes the one.
Okay.
It's next year.
Oh,
man. And that's what I'm really excited about.
I believe it.
I think that this is the year he's figuring it out.
Yeah.
He got to get the minutes up because, like I said before, like he was not the man in Knicks South. Like when he was down there with Luka and he was out there playing a complimentary role. And now him and Julius are equals. Like that's how they have to see each other. Like him and Luka's not equals. Like Luka is him and Luka is the one. And when you play with the one, you have to play a certain way. Now he's playing and he's figuring it out. I'm letting you know right now, it's chips for the league. It's chips for the Eastern Conference PGs next season. This season is the figuring the shit out.
So the scariest thing to me about Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle is RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. Because both of these brothers are coming. They are 22. They are both 22.
In the San Quentin Penitentiary.
And San Quentin is still here locking folks up. But like RJ and Quickley are both at least threes. And like we got real depth. Like if you take any season in between like Melo and RJ or Julius, like Julius's good year, any of those seasons, honestly, Quickley will probably be the best player on the court. RJ's probably the best player on the court. And like neither of them are R1 or R2. Like we are a legit team. And it sucks that our guys not getting their flowers, but games like this Pistons game, I'm a firm believer that teams that are tanking, we should punch up on. And we punched up on this team, and it made me feel good. I was happy to see it. Yeah. Yeah, I won't even go too much more into that.
Let's see who gave us chip. We got Jaden Ivey. Put the Jaden Ivey narrative to rest. It's quiet.
Did I talk about this on there? Oh, I did. Okay, I won't do it again. How dare y'all?
I'm just reiterating.
Y'all tried to tell me he was better than Brunson.
Never.
I'm not over that. I'm about to really waste my time.
Alec Burks Memorial Game, 14-2-2.
Kevin Knox gave us 16.
Oh, he gave us 16. Shout out Kevin Knox.
6 shots.
He out here working hard.
I like that. I like that he's fighting. I want him to get to a situation where he could just be the stand in the corner shoot guy. Like, I want him to get to Milwaukee. I want him to get to Milwaukee and get him in that, like, Pat Connolly type role where you just got to stand there and shoot because he could hit those. 1, 2. I like Kevin Knox. So he's a good guy, say all the right things. Can't defend, can't move his feet laterally.
He's a man,
but he can catch and shoot.
Nah, I like Kevin Knox too. That's my guy.
That's my guy.
Once a Knick, man. Once a Knick.
Always.
We always love our former Knicks as well.
We never got to go against Nerlens. Because we done with Detroit, right? We got them 3.
Yeah. I think we beat them 4 times. We swept them. So let's move on to the freaking cell. Oh, man.
Cell job.
So back to LeBronto. LeBronto Part 3.
Mm-hmm. So one thing I noticed, and it really stood out this game to me, so our best defenders are Mitch and Grimes is really good against guards, and Mitch is really good against bigs. Everything in between that, we have no answer for. It just appears. And Toronto has all of them.
They have 4 power
they
forwards.
Have every
4.
OG, Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam. It's just like they just have the same dude a bunch, and they really just chuck up shots. And they're like, we got mad tall dudes, and you only got 2. We like our chances of getting an offensive board. And they do.
All right.
It's nasty.
So we're going to start here, right? So this was the Jalen Brunson versus Aubrey Van Vliet game. And shout out Aubrey Van Vliet because he was hooping. Yeah. And I was mad as hell that he was hooping because Jalen was also giving him chips, but he was also giving Jalen chips. It was a chip off. And I was like, Jesus. I loved it though. It was great competitive basketball.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great time in the second quarter where it was just 1-on-1 and they was literally cooking each other for like 6 minutes. That was great. I'm not gonna lie. I love watching
fun basketball to watch.
Watching two very short people on the court just cook each other. Yes. But
this game frustrated.
This game was extremely frustrating. We, like I said, we start with the Jalen and Fred VanVleet freaking cooking us. Pascal, once again, all right, we're gonna start here. I'm not starting where I want to start. Yo, the rest fucking sold us. Let's start.
Thank you. I was gonna say, I was waiting for you to say it. I was gonna say it, but I was gonna let you get yours on.
Come on now.
It was a really poorly officiated game.
It was literally the worst
down
officiated
to the last
game.
Whistle.
It was the worst officiated game we had all season, and we survived the 52 burger by Pascal Siakam.
Yes.
And Knicks LeBronto won.
Yes.
It was disgusting. Like, this was, God.
It was so bad. It was like,
Scott Foster, oh man.
I don't understand.
Go to jail. Disgusting.
I don't understand how you're a referee and on one end you got the super quick whistle and then on the other end you really can't blow the whistle. It just doesn't make any sense to me because we really see like the most ticky-tack fouls. We're just in the place or whatever. Like there was one time, who was it? Brunson fought over a screen and like, dude, it was clearly a moving screen. It was the moving screen. And then we challenged it and they like, nope, he touched him. And then RJ literally got, like, boy was pulling his shoulder down so that he can't get boomed on.
Disgusting.
And it didn't work. He still got boomed on nastily. Disgusting. But that doesn't get called. And I'm like, how is this the same game?
All right.
Nasty. It really blew mine.
All right. So I have several gripes with this game.
Let's hear them.
Several gripes with this game. All right.
One.
So first of all, God, Tom Thibodeau, man. Look at the minutes distribution, bro.
It's so nasty.
It's so disgusting. First of all, we got RJ. We're leading the charge with 49 minutes plus the 5 minutes in overtime. So that's 44 minutes. 44 minutes for RJ. We got 38 minutes. This is regulation. 38 minutes for Jalen Brunson. 37 minutes for Julius Randle.
It's just a terrible minutes distribution, period.
After we just played
this is the second night of a back-to-back.
Like, my God. Then you're looking at 11 minutes for Obi Toppin. We got 21 minutes for Emmanuel Quickly. 21 minutes for Emmanuel Quickly?
Yeah, that's a mistake.
Doing? Why is come
that's
on
a
now.
Mistake.
What are we doing now? He still gave you 14 points in 21 minutes. That tells you need to play Emmanuel Quickly way more minutes than you playing. Like,
Team high plus minus plus 5. Nasty.
So we looking at that. The game was poorly officiated. Yep. It was literally the worst officiated game I've ever seen.
Yep. Gotta keep bringing that up.
That's just bad vibes. Terrible vibes.
It matters a lot.
More importantly, we sold at the free throw line.
Yes.
Once again.
Yes.
It is the demons that are haunting us at the free throw line. RJ Barrett, 10 for 11. Good free throw night for RJ.
Yeah. That's not.
But we got Jalen Brunson, 2 for 4, missing a free throw.
You cannot shoot 50% from the line. You definitely can't shoot 50% from the line in the fourth quarter. You can't.
Julius, 6 for 9, missing free throws.
Also missed them in crunch time.
Selling. We cannot do that.
We need y'all to make these so. My view on basketball is kind of like this. Like, the game is played for 46 minutes. That's the game. And then at some point, under 2 minutes, you're going to take, usually under 1 minute, you're going to take a 2-possession lead or like a 3-point lead, and the team has to foul you. Once it gets to that point, the only thing that can happen is you lose it.
Yeah.
You sell. There's nothing they can do if you don't sell.
Once again.
Literally nothing they can do if you just go to the free throw line, make your free throws. There's nothing they can do. But we don't do that very consistently. And it's frustrating because it's Jalen and Julius. Like, these are our guys. And, like, they are hooping for those 47 minutes. Disgusting. But in that last minute, we just can't make free throws. And that is not a habit that I like. Like, I think that it's clearly biting us. It cost us 2 wins. 2 wins flat. We should be 2 wins better than we are right now. What are we, 25-20? We should literally be 27-18 because the Bulls game, absolute sell job, and this game, absolute sell job. The Dallas game too, but I'm more upset at Jalen because Jalen is supposed to be the guy. You're the clutch one. You got the state championships. You won the national championships. We brought you in here because you are a winner. And a part of being a winner is making those free throws. And we know you can do it. He has several double-digit free throw streaks. Several. He had like a 30 streak. And then the crunch time comes and it's just like, yeah, that's over. Like, I'm in my head and I'm no longer that guy. And I know you are. And that's why it's frustrating. Because, like, if it was Mitch, I wouldn't be that frustrated because I know he's not that good of a free throw shooter. I don't think Mitch is selling. I just think he can't make free throws. His hands too big.
I think he's trying to make the free throw.
Yeah, I think he's trying his absolute hardest. I think he's totally focused, locked in, doing everything. His mind is totally cleared, nothing but free throws, trusting the ball like Anu said.
Yes.
But with Brunson, I don't feel the same way.
No.
And it's really
he sold me,
blowing minds because
he sold me.
We
after
had
a great
this win.
Week. After a great week. And he was hitting all his free throws.
All his free throws all week. A week of great fucking hitting your free throws. And then when the time came
to sell, you sold.
You sold. I'm hoping that he's getting it out his like system now. That's my hope.
And prayer.
One thing that factors in, and I probably already said it, and I'm going to keep saying it because it matters. So this isn't the reason. The reason is because we're selling. I want to be very clear. I'm not giving them no out. Stop selling. However, when you have to play the last 2 minutes tired every single night, it factors in. It does. Other teams.
It's literally a pattern.
It's literally a pattern every single night.
Why did we play so good in the beginning and then stop playing well at the end?
Fourth? And it's not a coincidence. Like, if you look at our scoring most nights, our fourth quarter is our lowest scoring quarter.
You got to give him a break, Tim.
You got to give him a break, dog. You can't just
running them ragged, dog.
49 minutes. That's not okay. Even if it didn't go to overtime, that's still 44 minutes. You couldn't find more than 4 minutes to sit this guy, RJ. And it's like, this is a long season. Honestly, that's my other conspiracy theory. I don't even think RJ was really that hurt. I think he just needed some time. He was like, nah, y'all trying to play me 50 minutes a night. I gotta get some rest. He said, this is a laceration. We really broke this whole finger.
That's tough.
That's my conspiracy theory. And I can't even get mad at it because this is way too many minutes to be playing.
All right.
Nuts.
So let's address the final play of regulation. We got Rowan Barrett.
Him.
Star
J. The Maple
MJ
Mama.
Barrett. MJ Barrett. Well, first of all, before we even address that, I told y'all Scotty Barnes was not him.
He's not.
And I ain't like how he tried to come at my son Quentin Grimes.
It's like he's somebody.
But I'm not going to lie. That shit was hilarious.
It was just funny.
It was mad funny.
Like,
I know there's a lot of Knicks fans that's like mad salty about that. But I thought that was mad funny. I thought that is legit how I would respond to somebody talking shit. Like, honestly, bro, dogs, you not him. But don't disrespect my man's Quinn. But Scotty Barnes, after goading the crowd, thinking he was him, sold on his final free throw to put them up 3.
Yes.
And then
opened the door for Rowan Barrett Jr.
Him. Your guy.
My guy. One
to
of one.
Absolutely, mind you, Scotty Barnes just missed the free throw.
Yes.
He had to come back and play defense. Oh, man. He did not play defense well.
He should have did. You know when they be getting back sometimes and they realize they beat and they like call it off and they like, yo, somebody help. Please.
Nah. But Scotty Barnes, you brave soul. You know this what Rowan do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I knew he was booming it. As soon as he hit it with the cross, I was like,
he's going. I was like, he's going.
Even if he missed, he's gonna try to throw it.
I was like, he's either gonna miss, but what I thought was gonna happen was the dunk was gonna be after regulation. That was what I thought was gonna happen.
You thought he was gonna boom him?
He was going to boom him, and then they was going to be like, it doesn't count. Because that's what I was expecting.
But it counted.
It counted.
The nasty part about it was a foul.
Clearly, too. It looked like a foul. Like,
It
RJ
looked like
damn
a
near
foul
fell
in
over.
real time.
Yeah. Like, especially if you think of some of the other fouls that was called during this game, there was way more contact during this play than most of those other plays. And the fact that they didn't even look at it. Like, there was a timeout call. Like, there was a stoppage in play, and they was like, nah, we're not even going to bother to review this. This is clearly not, they already wasted their challenge.
Disgusting.
And it's like,
disgusting.
We've seen them review,
was
flagrant fouls. Yeah, and it's like, y'all not even going to look at
foul.
it. And it was clearly a foul, too. But, we the Knicks, for some reason, this happens at home, too. Like,
all the time.
This is very consistent at home. Where the ref, like all the games where I feel like the refs sold us happened in the Garden, annoyingly.
So then, after RJ didn't get fouled, but boomed it on Scotty Barnes, we go into OT.
Poster.
And in OT, OG Anunoby
decides he's a sniper.
Decides he is Steph Curry. I don't understand why.
He was 1 for 8.
Once again.
He was 1 for 8 up until that point.
Why does everybody? This is a pattern.
Not even 1 for 8. My fault, y'all. He was 0 for 5.
A pattern.
That's worse. He was 1 for 8 overall from the field, which is still terrible. But in overtime, he decides to be dead-eye sniper. Annoying.
Disgusting.
Those shots felt like the Drew Holiday shots, where it's like, I've seen, like, for OG Anunoby to make those shots, it's not crazy. They were corner threes, whatever. But, like, he's not that guy. Like, if you're saying, okay, someone has to shoot from somewhere, I could live with an OG Anunoby 3. Like, you got 4 power forwards on the floor. I'm trying to get in the paint. That's my
He's
thought
definitely
process.
the power forward I'm letting shoot. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. So he hit his threes. But then once again, they start selling at the free throw line.
Yeah.
Once again, we start selling at the free throw line.
Also true.
But Scotty Barnes, once again, not him.
Not him.
Sells at the free throw line. We get Jalen Brunson for the Brunson shot, 4 GGs. And my man's missed it.
I love that shot. I want him to take that shot every single time. That was, to me, we talked about it in when we was getting ready, we was getting set up. We talked about it a little bit. But that shot to me said a couple things. One, it said that I'm about to kill y'all. It said that, y'all gonna sag off of me? Bet. This game is over. The other thing it said that was this game is over. He said, I'm done. I'm not playing no more. I've already given y'all 42, 43 of the finest minutes. I'm not giving you one. I'm tired. I just don't want to do this. Tibbs, you need to look into that. And the last thing it said to me was that he still had the confidence to take that shot because he wasn't shooting the best at that point. Like, he got cold. You saw his shots started going short, which is what happens when you get tired. You saw that. Like, that was a pattern. He had like 2 shots, both go short. And then he made the mid-range and got back in it. I like that we never went down. Like, we never folded completely. We stayed fighting. I appreciated that, but I have no complaints with that Jalen Brunson shot at all. Literally zero.
Neither do I.
Yeah, it was a good look, wide open.
Definitely was a topic of Knicks Twitter. We're gonna get into it a little later. About who should be taking the last shot. But I had no problem with the shot. It's a make or miss league.
It is a make or miss league.
It's a good look. Man, you take the good looks.
You take the good looks.
Yo, if you make it, you make it.
Yeah.
Yo, I know that he got the confidence to take that shot. He's going to take it again.
You can get that shot. If you can get a wide open shot at all.
Yeah. He was wide open.
He was open. He was wide open. Like,
you just got to hit that.
Yeah.
You just got to hit that.
And it is what it is. Overall, I think this was a good week. Did I want to beat the Raptors? Yes. I think we're noticeably better than them. They really run out 4 power forwards annoyingly, but we don't match up well with them.
We don't.
Their strengths are our weaknesses, and it shows. But I don't think it's the end of the world, because even with the bad matchup, we were still there. And, like, our guys showed up. Like, Julius, he didn't have the best shooting night, but he still gave you 15 boards again, 8 assists, and 21 points. Like, that's a solid game. You can't complain with that.
Yep.
And then if you look at our rebound and then our starting lineup, Julius gave you 15, Mitch gave you 8, but Brunson gave you 8, RJ gave you 7. Brunson gave you 7, RJ gave you 7. Like, it was a good game. Like, it's not one of those games where I was like, yeah, we clearly lost or we sold, because I really think the refs sold us. I really do think that RJ got fouled, and I have the utmost confidence that he was going to make that free throw. I really do. I want RJ taking all our free throws down the stretch from here on out. Get the ball
10 for 11
to 9. But overall, I'm not gonna lose sleep too much over this loss. I will say so we were supposed to go to this game, but I sold because of some real life stuff. If we had went to this game and we had to drive back to Cuse, I'd have been pissed. I'd have been pissed. That'd have been a tough 4.5 hours of just pain, cursing out Scott Foster.
Yeah, Scott Foster, you are nasty.
Nasty, man.
You are a very nasty man.
Very nasty.
Stop selling.
Oh, man.
All right, so let's transition. Let's transition.
Gotta give kudos to this guy, Jalen Brunson.
Oh, man.
That's the first time the league gave him anything. He has gotten nothing.
Player of the week.
This far.
Player of the week. Jalen Brunson.
What was his numbers for the week? They put it out. I think he averaged 30.
He averaged 30.
Yeah.
The brother's God.
He is him.
The brother is God.
I want to pull him up and give him his flowers. Give me 1 second. But yeah, no, he had a really good week. I would be shocked if the next round of All-Star votes don't have him in it. Even Donovan Mitchell was giving him flowers. I really think Donovan Mitchell want to be here. I really do. It's too much. It's too much, son. Let it go, dog. Let it go, son.
You won't.
You're on a contender.
He will not.
Jalen Brunson for the week averaged 34.8, like 5.8 boards and 5 assists. Great news.
Him.
It's really all it is. We went 3-1 for the week.
He's God.
He is good at sport. It is really that simple.
He's nice.
It's fun having a guy like this. I envision Julius is gonna get, a player of the week at some point. I could even see RJ doing it, because we got guys like that, and it's fun. It's fun having guys that at any point could just be like, you know what, I'm getting 40. There's not much the other team can do about it other than hope they don't hit. And Brunson is him. And honestly, Brunson, KD used to talk about it a bunch with Kyrie, but I'm going to talk about it with Brunson. For him to be undersized, he's not like incredibly athletic. The boy is quick. Let's be clear. He's a lot shiftier than you realize.
Shifty king.
He is a shifty king, but his footwork is tier
1.
It's 1 of 1. Honestly, I don't know if I've seen definitely the best Knicks footwork that I've seen. Quick might have better feet on defense. Not Quick. Quentin has better feet on defense, because Quentin is just always in front of you somehow. It's weird. But he has amazing footwork and body control, and he's getting his flowers, giving him the ball. So, yeah, I'm glad he got Player of the Week. What's your take on Player of the Week?
He is him. Him is he. Him he is. My simple guy, Jalen Brunson. I'm letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
The jersey is en route.
You bought the
I'm fully committed.
Love to see it.
I'm fully committed.
Love to see it.
He's my guy. I'm sorry. Like, he is him. I'm not gonna lie. I am that's my guy. I'm not gonna lie.
You got a guy?
I have been waiting for a point guard.
Yeah. We got him.
since Marbury.
We got him.
Obviously.
We got him.
And he has everything I need in a point guard. I like smart people, and he looks like the smartest person on the court most of the time. Him and Quentin, for the most part, they play offense and defense respectively at an above average, borderline elite level. I appreciate that. I appreciate what he does for the team.
He's learning how to play with them too, and
that's the great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he has recognized, like I said last week, how to be the adult in the room, and not necessarily. And I want to say he's separated, but he's not really. Like, he is finding the balance of like showing, like, even like Julius, like, yo, I'm here, but I'm gonna make you look good too. Like, he got Julius haters, like myself. Like, man, we're not trading this guy, so thank you for playing well. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's figuring out a way to kind of gel us in. And even though I still think we're one piece away, or 1 to 2 pieces away from actually knocking off one of the 3 at the top, and that being New Jersey, Milwaukee, and Boston. I think he is definitely proven to be a 2, like you said. Like,
he's a guy.
This is 2 behavior. This is 2 behavior.
He's a guy, at least a 2. And honestly, he's 26, 25?
That's what I'm saying. Next year.
Like, what they say a basketball player's prime, 27, 31, he's not there. Like, there's still room to grow. Julius is just getting there. Like, I don't know, man. This year, this wasn't the, like, tester year, but I do want to see, like, I hope we get 3 years with this starting 5, at least Quickly and Obi. I would like at least 3 years with those 7, because I think they could be special. I really do. And I'm not going to go and say finals, that's, whatever. But we haven't had a Knicks core that was young, that, like, there's no logical reason to think we're going to be worse next year. And this year, we're pretty much a lock for the playoffs. Like, I'm saying it. Barring catastrophic injury or catastrophic level of sales, which is also possible. You got to put that on the table. I'm like, we should be in the playoffs in some way, shape, or form. And we don't get to say that as Knicks fans. We don't. Now, what we do when we get in there is largely going to be up to seating. But we have enough firepower to get us to the playoffs, and it's because Jalen Brunson has proven me wrong. He did. I thought we should have gave the keys to Quickly. I'm not over that. I'm not fully off of that. But Brunson has proven to me that he was well worth the signing. Well worth. Some of y'all was out here saying we had to move heaven and earth, getting rid of Kemba and Nerlens. We got a guy. There's only like 12 of these in the league. We got 2 of them. And it shows when we play teams like Washington, when we play teams like Detroit.
I'm definitely not seeing 10 point guards better than my man Jalen right now.
Hell no.
And that's my take. Not seeing 10. I'm trying to think in my head, and I don't see 10 of them.
If he can make his free throws, honestly, if Jalen Brunson made his free throws, that puts us, 2 games better? I don't know what the standings is, but, like, we might be 4 games close. Better. Like, we could very easily be the 4th seed, and it's that. And I think he's going to make that progression over the year. But so far, I like what I'm seeing. Way to go, Jalen.
Shout out to you, my brother.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson.
All right.
Nice.
All right. Now let's get into the selling part of the day. Second round of the All-Star voting came in. Last episode was called Death to the All-Star Fan Vote. I am wishing more death.
More death, yeah.
More death, more pain to the All-Star fan voters. I dislike you guys so much.
I don't get it.
Once again,
I don't get what they're seeing that's not letting them vote for us other than just pure Knicks hate. So my theory is that other teams, so like there's some players that just have their own, like Kyrie Irving, his votes ain't coming from Nets fans. Those
We-
anti-vaxxers. Like, that's the votes he getting. Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic is getting those international votes. Like, some of those guys are different. I'm not really talking about those. But, like, when you talk about Tyrese Halliburton and Nick Claxton, those people that are above our guys, they're above our guys because when teams vote for them, they only vote for them. If you could look it up, I bet you will find 0 Nick Claxton ballots that include Julius Randle.
This is facts.
And that's because Nets fans are super duper loyal. When they vote for KD, they're going to vote for Nick Claxton. When they vote for Steph Curry, they're going to vote for Andrew Wiggins. This is how Andrew Wiggins is going to be starting. And Knicks fans, we don't do that because we hate ourselves. I don't know why. My All-Star ballot every single time, it looks like Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, RJ Barrett. I do Quickly over Quentin Grimes. That's my only controversy. I do Quickly and then Bruns him. And that's the only ballot that's acceptable. Unless you want to put Quentin in there, which I understand. But y'all be really out here voting for all these non-Knicks taking votes away from us. It's killing me.
All right. So here's the 10. This is to get me upset. All right. So coming in at number 10, we got
Let's hear it.
Darius Garland.
Yuck.
Not better than Jalen Brunson.
Not even close.
It's enough said. I'm not even here to slander Darius Garland. He's God.
Is not as good at sport.
He's God. But he's not him.
Less good at basketball.
Number 9.
Who's number 9? Give us 9.
You know who number 9 is, man.
Oh, is it still?
Our Nick I
didn't even realize he was still
Derrick Rose.
Oh, wow.
You guys.
Nasty.
Derrick Rose, I can't, it's hard for me to hate because it's like Derrick Rose following is cultish and I respect it because Derrick Rose, when he was Derrick Rose, oh man, I thought he was him.
He was.
That's
why you thought that. He was him. That's why you thought that.
And then who destroyed his
knees?
His
just
knees?
was like, guy.
One Tomas.
Tom Tibbs, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I might end up in jail if RJ Barrett knees go the way of a one Derrick Rose. I want to knock on wood.
I'm also going back on wood.
These what this
War
menace
crimes.
distribution, war crimes, maniac behavior is maniac behavior.
All right. So we got number 8, Ty Halliburton.
Nope.
No. Wrong.
Nope. Not as good.
Incorrect.
Not as good.
Disrespectful. Not him.
And I don't really have anything against Halliburton. I think he's a solid player. He's just not better. Like if Jalen was 6 and Halliburton was 9th, all right, whatever.
We might have a conversation.
Yeah. But that's not the case.
Number 7.
Give it to me.
Future Nick. LaMelo Ball. But no.
Nope.
He hasn't played enough games. He's nice. Don't get it twisted.
I'm not going to hold you right now. I'm taking Jalen.
Right
now, at this moment, I'm taking Jalen Brunson based on what I've seen. LaMelo's ball, like, he's nice. He's flashy, fun. He'll, like, make some highlights. He'll put seats in the stands. He will pull something crazy. But Jalen Brunson has been
I'm not taking Jalen over. I'm not. We're getting up to, like, I'm looking at the list right now. There are only 3 people that I may take over Jalen Brunson.
Legit.
Maybe.
Even then,
maybe.
There's a discussion to be had.
And we're only at number 7.
Yes.
All right? So LaMelo, no. I'm sorry. I love you, LaMelo, but no. Number 6. Are you serious? DeMar DeRozan.
Nope.
No.
This one is less explaining than LaMelo, the last 2. The last 2 should be over this one, to be honest.
If DeMar was 10th, it would make more sense.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not taking DeMar DeRozan over Jalen Brunson. He's not him.
Not him. And his team is Are they even in the play-in?
No, I don't know. I don't care.
Some mid down there. They're well under 500. They're 4 games under 500.
I don't bother with play-in behavior. Number 5. Trae Young.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
He's already got cooked by Jalen Brunson. I've seen it with my own eyes. He's not him anymore.
He's not.
He had a good run.
Yes. The league has figured
Streets
him
is
out.
saying that he's not the best guard on his team. I'm not having it.
That's really tough.
Get me out of here, Trae Young. Not having it.
Ain't they trying to move Murray?
They're not going to move Murray. They're not going to move either of them. They're trying to move Collins.
Collins?
Yeah.
That's the problem?
I don't think he's the problem, but whatever. That's none of my business.
That's none of my business. Y'all have fun with that, Atlanta. Y'all locked in.
All right.
Both of them boys, Brad.
Number 4. This is one of the people I may definitely a lock. Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
I will take Jaylen Brown.
I'll entertain those discussions.
I will entertain a Jaylen Brown, yes. Jalen Brunson discussion.
Yeah.
I will entertain that discussion.
Honestly, Jaylen Brown is the very best parts of Quentin Grimes and RJ Barrett. And like, if you told me I could just mush RJ and Quentin into one person, I'd be like, yeah, that's a really good basketball player. I would take that. But me personally, I'm probably going Brunson over him just because
I'm taking him because he's a Celtic. I'm not taking no Celtic over Jalen Brunson. I'm sorry. No. Yeah. But I'll entertain the discussion.
Yeah, I'll entertain it.
In the offseason.
The last ones I'm not entertaining.
Number 3, James Harden.
Nope.
No, Jim. No. Never.
Heavy
never.
No. Super no.
No.
Super no.
Cooked. Washed. I'm not taking James Harden over.
Maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago, Harden versus right now, maybe.
No.
That's when the decline started. But 2022?
I'm taking Beard Hawk Harden over every Harden. I'm not taking braids Beard Harden over.
I'm not taking no East Coast James Harden.
No. If my James Harden not West Coast, I don't want him.
I don't want him. Send him back west. And until then, I'm
not
going
taking James Harden. No.
Correct.
Number 2. Donovan Mitchell.
See, I know where I stand, so I'm going to just shut up.
I'm entertaining the discussion for this season because brother been hooping. He's been hooping. 71 points. You don't be that. You're not a bum if you put up 71 points.
71 is hard to do.
Unless you're Devin Booker, who puts it up in the L.
Let me be clear, though, while we're having this discussion. So right now, the Cleveland Cavaliers are 5th in the East. They are aggressively selling. Coming behind them, we would only be 2 games behind.
We would.
Right behind them, New York Knickerbockers. If the New York Knicks finish this season with a better record than the Cleveland Cavaliers,
yes,
or we play them in the playoffs, because if they keep selling, I think Brooklyn's going to free fall. Kevin Durant's really good at sport, and they don't have him. I could very well see Brooklyn being in the play-in again. And I love that for them. They need that. That's what y'all deserve. New Jersey. Take y'all back across the river. But if somehow the Knicks play the Cavs in the 4-5 game and we beat them, just know y'all not going to want to listen to this podcast because it's going to be me for 90 minutes talking shit to y'all Donovan Mitchell stands. Don't let us catch them. That's all I'm going to say. I'm taking Brunson over Mitchell, but I'll entertain that one as well.
Of course. And number 1, you guessed it, and I guessed it. Uncle Drew, Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to entertain that one. That's
the
most I'm giving you, is I'm going to entertain. He's very good at sport. Yes. Very good at sport.
I'm not entertaining it because Kyrie is bugged.
1, he's bugged. Absolute nut. 2, I would rather have Jalen Brunson on my team.
Just not being bald.
Just not being bald. I ain't gonna hold you. We might need to discuss. Is Jalen Brunson the best point guard in the Eastern Conference?
There can be discussions.
It should be discussed. We'll get to it. But it's worth
He gotta
being
hit.
discussed.
He gotta hit threes like he gotta hit that
He
three.
just gotta make his damn free throw.
His free throws to even bring it to the discussion table. We got to get those under wraps. If we could get a month of those,
Hey,
we might be able. I might become braggadocious about it.
it might be time to talk about
But
that.
also to segue into the Julius narrative into the All-Star voting.
Mhm.
So Julius Randle made his appearance finally onto the fan vote.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are so gross.
So gross.
He clocked in at number 10.
Number 10. They literally got him to 10.
10 of 10. 10 of 10. He's not 11th. All right, so we got Julius Randle coming in at number 10.
Nasty.
Disgusting work. Number 9.
No.
Nikki Clack.
I'm not even looking at the screen, y'all. I'm getting ready for the throwing report. Whoever was at 9, I was saying. Honestly, I don't know who's 8, and I'm saying no right now.
Paolo Banchero at number 8.
No.
The rookie.
No.
The rookie.
He's a rookie. You know,
is he better than Julius Randle?
No.
No?
No.
No.
Not close.
It's not happening.
Not entertaining that. No.
Number 7.
0.
Who just received chips from Julius Randle?
No.
Kyle Kuzma.
No. And I like Kuzma. I just gave Kuzma his flowers. I think he got a sneaky good game. No. Not better than Julius Randle. I'm sorry.
I'm letting you know right now, there are 4 people on this list that I would take over Julius Randle.
Okay, yeah. On this list, because I'm not
good.
looking at it, but on this list, there are some clearly better than Julius people. Like all of the starters, everyone in the starter discussion is clearly better. The rest of them, we got to discuss.
Okay, so we got number 6, Spicy P, Pascal CID.
No. No.
Pascal could say he's 2-1 against Julius Randle.
He can. But Julius can say he's 1-1 and then 0-1 versus the refs because his man's RJ boomed it on Pascal's man Scotty and got fouled.
And they didn't call it.
And they did not call it. So no, I'm not just giving Pascal. We got to discuss that. That has to be discussed. And honestly, I'm taking Julius.
Vaguely discussed. I'm
taking Julius because of his 3-point shooting. Pascal's a little better defender, a little rangier, but Julius's 3-point shooting just opens up the floor in a way that honestly Toronto probably wishes they had because they don't got no shooters. Because they hate shooting. But yeah, no, it's a no for me. Sorry.
All right, number 5, James G. Buckets, Jimmy Butler. Nope.
Not this year.
Not this year?
In the playoffs, maybe, because James do be taking steps. Like in the playoffs, he becomes another guy.
He becomes him in the playoffs.
He becomes him in the playoffs. I give the flowers.
He becomes Jimmy Butler.
I give the flowers, but we ain't in the playoffs yet, so nope.
This is true.
Can't do it.
All
Sorry.
Right. And this is where it gets serious. We got JoJo Embiid.
Yeah, yes.
GG's. About at you, Julius. I'm not gonna lie. You're not beating up JoJo.
JoJo is 3rd?
JoJo is 4th.
4th?
Oh, you know who's number 3. I said it last week. When a Celtic is playing good, they are going to get a Celtic in there. Yeah. Jason Tatum coming in at number 3. Yeah. He is the one. Yeah. He is the one.
He's the good. He had 51 other night. Shout out Jason Tatum.
Other afternoon, you mean?
Other afternoon.
Just giving people 51 points at 3 p.m. is
nuts. I will say his, KD is 1, obviously, complete scorer, but Tatum is approaching 1A. As far as just easy buckets, they just hand him the ball and it just finds its way into the bottom of the net in a way that very few can.
He's good at sport.
He's good at sport. I will
He's
give him his
very good
flowers.
At sport. Number 2, you got Big Giannis.
Yes,
Giannis. Yes. Also him.
No.
And number 1, of course, is KD.
Yeah. So I'll give you yes, but if you ask me who I want on my team, it's a discussion. Simply 1, age obviously has to factor in. 2, KD's kind of an asshole. He's kind of like a dick, for lack of a better term. And Julius has his moments, but for the most part, Julius is trying to, camaraderie, all that. KD just seems like he just threw his teammates under the bus earlier when Kyrie was
said
out.
There was some men.
He said, if you get past, who was it? I think he said me, Kai, and he said somebody else. And then he was like, this is a real raw roster. And I was like, dog, there's 15 of y'all. You can't just say only 3 of y'all is good.
He said, I think he said him, Kai, and Ben.
It was Ben? Oh, yeah, Ben.
He was like, obviously. Yo.
He said, this is a raw, like, that's a mean thing to say to your team. But that
it seems
whatever.
Very unnecessary.
Yeah, like, what did that accomplish? I digress. Is it time?
It is time. Finally, we're back.
Long overdue.
We're back.
The Rowan Report. It is
Big Rowan.
RJ Barrett's #1 fan. My name is Mo Brown.
Whoop, whoop.
I am RJ Barrett's #1 fan. I've been his #1 fan since he was named MVP of the U19 game. And I am his #1 fan by virtue of latitude. I am the closest to Canada, so it is me. But RJ's been hurt these past couple weeks, and he got right. He got healthy. Tibbs threw him right back into the fire. I was expecting like an ease-in period.
Of course he did.
I was expecting maybe he might come off the bench a game, like something. No, not at all. Tibbs said, oh, you're back? We're going to play you 41 minutes out the gate. And he did. And RJ played good. He could have played better. There was areas for improvement over the stretch, but I'll go game by game. So first, Indiana, RJ gave you 27, 8, and 4. Solid. Ended the game with a +4 ±. Shot 9 for 23 from the field. Also shot 4 for 12 from 3. If y'all been listening to this, y'all know I don't think RJ should take more than 5 threes a game unless he's hot. So 12 is way too much. A lot of times you'll see with RJ where he like settles, where it's just like they leaving you open, but like you can get in the paint. Like they got friends.
It is an option.
Yeah, it is an option. You are really good. Folks don't seem to realize you're left-handed, so you're going to the basket. So like do that. But overall, I don't think this was a bad first game back. It was odd seeing him out there, but he had that bounce right away, and he had a really good first quarter. And I think that's really what it was, because he started off shooting pretty good from 3, and then he kept shooting. One thing about RJ Barrett, he's going to shoot it. If it's there, he's going to take the shot, good or bad. But I think versus Indy, solid game. I'm gonna move forward to the next game. My computer's selling right now. Next was not Washington versus Kyle Kuzma. So RJ kind of disappointed me on the defensive end because he was guarding Kuzma a bunch. And I noticed that, and I was like, get it together, dog. Stop letting Kyle Kuzma give you crazy chips like this. But overall, another really strong game. Let's pull this up. Let's get these stats moving. Okay. So RJ gave us a solid game. Yeah, this wasn't his best game, but this was the game where I felt the rust. There was rust present here. He gave you 17 points on 13 shots, but he had that ±8, and I truly think it's Kyle Kuzma. That was my opinion. As I was watching the game, I just felt like his defense wasn't there. This is probably his season low minutes, aside from the Dallas game where he played 1. But he only had 32 minutes this game, and that's really a testament to how mid he was. He wasn't a full lick. Like 17, 5, and 1, that's not like a lick. But he did have 5 fouls because he could not guard Kyle Kuzma. And I need you to play defense. I want the RJ that we got versus Boston the first game of last year. If I could get that RJ, we could be something. If you could tell me that Quentin and RJ is just clamping up, because RJ can clamp up. RJ has good feet. He's not Kevin Knox. Like, he can move his feet, but sometimes it just seems like his head is not in it. And I feel like that was this game, but, he's just coming back. I'm gonna cut him some slack here. I want him to play better, but he didn't cost us the game, and that matters to me because wins over everything. Now we moving into Detroit. So these games are always hard to evaluate for me because we was really just punching up on them. Nothing, like, you can analyze the stats, but this was just one of those games where Julius Randle just decided, I'm not losing. There's certain players in the league, and Young Fights a Lot is definitely one of those players for Julius, where he's just like, dog, you can't guard me. And if they're going to leave you one-on-one with me, I'm going to do that. And Julius did that. And because he did that, RJ only took 10 shots. Not to say he was a non-factor, but his play didn't really matter because Julius was going to win this game just off of pure hoopness. 13 points on 10 shots, 2 boards, 2 assists, plus minus plus 4. Plus 4 in a game we won by 13. Not what you want to see, but at the same time, again, he did not cost us the game, and, the game never really was close. So we're going to rock out with that. And then this game was an enigma. This was the one where I was like, is it a bad game? Because it really felt like a bad game, but it wasn't. Like, I don't know how to explain this Raptors game, but his stat line looked way better than he was playing. His stat line looked awesome. He was 32 points. He got to the free throw line 11 times. I love to see that. 7 boards, 2 assists, and like, the assist wasn't there, but the ball was moving on his drives. And I think that's more important than him getting the stat, is when RJ drives, they collapse on him, and you just got to make the first pass and trust whoever that corner person is to make the play, even if it's Jericho Sims. We're not doing that no more, luckily. But solid game, plus minus -5. I think that does say something. The Scotty Barnes matchup wasn't the best matchup for him, but I also give some of that to coaching. Like, Tibbs didn't let him sink or swim. Like, I wanted to see RJ just go one-on-one because there was like 2 plays, they went one-on-one and RJ won. And then we just started helping. It was like, don't help. Let RJ work through it. Honestly, let RJ get some chips scored on him. Like, don't. I would happily feel good with a one-on-one battle of RJ Barrett versus Scotty Barnes. If we can't win that battle, we got bigger problems. And we didn't let them go one-on-one, and especially in the fourth and then the overtime, it mattered a lot. But purely off of the heart of the last play of the game, this game wasn't just the fact that RJ got the board, looked at the clock. You could see him look at the clock, and then he was like, it's on. He was like, it's on. It's like, it's on, like Donkey Kong. And I think he told himself, if I'm aggressively double teamed, I'm not. Like, I think that's the only thing that would have stopped it from being on. Because anybody who know RJ Barrett know the second he did that little hezzy and Scotty didn't close the lane off and he had that little bit of air where OG should have collapsed. The second RJ got that little bit of air, I was like, oh, he's dunking. I was like, he's dunking. I was like, this is going to be on ESPN. Either.
What's in the top 10?
I was like, this is happening. I was really nervous because, like I said earlier, I thought it was going to be after the whistle. But he made his mind up, and that's the best RJ. I love non-thinking RJ. I love non-thinking RJ more than non-thinking Julius. I really do. Just be your best. Like, be super athlete, that you can be. And
don't sell.
Don't sell. And he did not sell. And overall, solid first week back. He's had better weeks. So overall, I'm gonna give the grade first and then explain the grade. So overall, I'm going with a B. Solid B. Came back. He didn't light up the stat sheets, but he made some really big plays. Obviously, boom, dooming it. on board for the win. But he shot 10 for 11 from the free throw line. And in the fourth and in overtime, some of them free throws was big, kept the game close. I want to see a better defensive effort. I think that we can't guard wing players, and that's Julius and RJ, our 4 and 3 position. That's our weakness. And in the Eastern Conference, aside from the Cavs, every good team, and Philly, aside from those two teams, pretty much every team has Giannis or KD or Jason Tatum or Pascal Siakam or, some 3 that is really good at sport, and we need to be able to stop them. So
yes,
take these growing pains, but get better on the defensive end. I think that will come as, he gets more back in his rhythm, but wasn't the worst week for RJ. I'm giving you a B. What's your thoughts, Rue?
All right. So I thought it was a decent week for Owen. Not gonna give him too much strife because he came back first week back.
Mm-hmm.
Played a full Upstate Knicks week at least.
Full week 5.
Yeah. And first game he looked good. Second game he looked a little rusty. Third game he looked a little rusty still, but he had to. I appreciated him deferring.
Yes.
And doing the dirty work and whatnot.
It takes a lot to do that.
Also appreciate within the first 2 games that Tibbs ended up playing Quentin Grimes and Emmanuel quickly down the stretch and actually didn't play RJ a lot. And he took that in stride. So I appreciate that. We give RJ a B as well. I thought he did well enough in his first and his last game of the week, especially with not getting the freaking. I'm gonna give him a B+ because they didn't give him the foul because that was disgusting.
Yeah, honestly, if they just called that right, he probably would have had an A-.
Yeah,
if they would have called that right, I'm very confident he would have made that free throw. We would have won, and I would have just had a much better outlook on the whole week.
I wouldn't be in pain.
I would not be in pain right now.
So yeah, I liked RJ's week. Man, like I'm gonna keep saying it every week. Pick your head up. Pick your head up. Pick your head up. Man, we went. I need him to average 5 assists. I need 5 assists all the time. Pick your head up. People are open, and when people aren't open, boom. I want booms. Like I think sometimes he'd be avoiding contact, and that blows mine because you are Ock. Like it's a difference. Like when you was like less Ock,
and little skinny kid out of Duke.
Now you type Ock now. Like you got shoulder blades and stuff. Like you need to start
using them.
You feel me? Getting these brothers out the way. Like,
yes.
And it's good to see him rounding back into form after Cheddar Bobbing himself. So
chill.
Rowan. Get a B+ for me.
Easy enough. Honestly, that's kind of a good transition because down the stretch, RJ made all his the free throw he missed. It was before the fourth quarter, that's for sure. But he made all his free throws down the stretch, and he took the last shot of regulation and made it. And this is the discussion these days.
Yes,
who should be taking that last shot? And it's a good discussion. Where you land on that?
So we have been adamant, both of us,
me
specifically.
I know exactly
that I want the ball in Jalen Brunson's hands.
Jalen Brunson needs to be making a decision
at all times within the last 2 minutes, and I am not moving off that premise because he missed the 3 in a make or miss league.
Yes.
I have full confidence that he'll make it.
Yes.
Again. Of course, there's people out there that says he's missed a couple of them, but honestly and truly, he's the point guard. I'm playing if I'm doing it by like pure common sense, I'm thinking that okay, the best decision maker on the floor should have the basketball at the end of the game. Full stop. That's all. It is that simple. That's as simple as that. I have seen enough. I have 3 years of evidence on both Julius Randle and RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
That RJ, he has good moments. There are times when he absolutely sells as well. Julius, more times than not, absolutely sells at the last second. Julius sells so much at the last second, I know for a fact that if Jalen Brunson doesn't have the ball in his hand, I want either RJ, I might even want Quentin to at least shoot the ball before I want Julius to shoot the ball. And that's no offense to Julius, but he's made enough poor decisions down the stretch to warrant that. But that's neither here nor there. The options are, as the Knicks Twitter
as
streets
Twitter
are saying,
has pointed out,
is Jalen Brunson or RJ Barrett. I'm not seeing a lot of Julius, and I'm very grateful for that. To be
Knicks fans
honest,
slow to come around on Julius. So here's my take on it, and I haven't been active on Knicks Twitter. I haven't been active on the group chat. I apologize. I'm completely selling. But these are two different questions. So one question is who should take the last shot, and another question is who do you want having the ball in their hands? So like the Miami Heat, they wanted Ray Allen to actually take the shot, but they wanted the ball in LeBron's hands, like in their prime. I want Jalen Brunson with the ball in his hands, and I want him to make the read. If the read says you are wide open, take the shot. Duh.
I would be mad if you didn't take the shot.
If he didn't take that shot, if they were saying he should have threw an alley-oop to Mitch, what? What?
Why do y'all think Mitch's hands are this elite?
Fast break alley-oop down the street.
Mitchell Robinson?
To Mitchell Robinson with like trailer coming. They're going to foul him. I would just tackle him. I would literally just tackle him because Mitch not about to make these two free throws.
Mitch should never have the ball.
That's not the play.
He's number 5 on the who should have the ball
Legit.
list.
And Jalen made the right play. Who should be having the ball in their hand? Jalen Brunson. I'm glad he did not throw an alley-oop. That would have just been silly.
I'm glad he didn't allow anybody else to make the decision. I'm so glad. I think y'all don't even understand the alternative. That alternative would have had us fuming. I'm telling you.
That alley to Mitch would have been nuts.
Not even the alley to... I'm talking about several alternatives. Alley to Mitch. If Julius Randle got the rebound and took the ball up and pulled the 3 and it was off, y'all would have hated that 3. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, y'all would have been like, Jalen, why you didn't take the ball?
Correct.
You specifically would have been like,
absolutely.
Why you didn't play defense on Julius
100%. Get the ball out his hands. However, I do want to say, if the question is who should be taking the shot, to me, it's a no-brainer. It's Quentin Grimes. The boy is clutch.
Yes.
If you think about who's been hitting the key shots this year, Quentin Grimes, under 1 minute, I'm not even joking that like somebody advanced that. Get Elias in here. He's probably shooting like 70% from 3. Like there was a point where the Julius Randle travel to Quentin Grimes 3 was undefeated. Quentin Grimes down the stretch is a shooter. Like that.
And he could be like 1 for 7.
He could legit dead ass. Under a minute. That's why was it the end of regulation or the end of OT? There was some point where we missed a free throw and it tipped to him and he took the 3.
Yeah, I thought it was Chip.
I thought it was Chip. I started celebrating. When it went up, I was like, this is exactly who I wanted to roll to. Quentin Grimes is the guy. Like, if you're telling me we have no timeouts, we got to bring it up the court, 20 seconds on the clock, tie game, we got to make a play to win, put the ball in Jalen Brunson's hands, let it play out. But if you're telling me 1 second left on the clock, we're drawing the play up out the huddle, I want that play to be drawn up for Quentin Grimes. I really do. I'm going to stand by that. That boy could shoot, and he's made big shots. And that's not a coincidence. It's not a habit. Like, it's not something that, it just so happened to be him. No, he's hooping. Like, they are closing out, and he doesn't care. He is shooting in their face and hitting.
All in.
Full in.
Same form every time.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to interject into the conversation because enough folks wasn't saying that. And I think he should at least be mentioned in the discussion. But I absolutely want him taking the shot because that boy could shoot.
I will say this, that I feel like a lot of people are definitely nostalgically living through last year Rowan and having the expectation that Rowan should be clutch Rowan. And I mean, you're only as good as your last game, and
boom,
he boomed on it for the for the tie to send it to OT. So shout outs to him. I think Rowan's not there yet. I think that, but to say that if he's open, I don't want him to pull is not what no. If he's open and it's 5 seconds, he should pull.
Even Julius.
Even if Julius is open and it's 5 seconds, it is when the ball is dribbling and the clock is running, and that's what I don't want at all.
Was it the Bulls? There was one game where we got literally the worst possible
and
possession.
Julius literally dribbled right into the double team, and I was like, I could have literally called that he was going to dribble into the double team.
That's when I wanted to choke Jalen Brunson. That's where I'm like, dog, you really just watched him do this? Like, this is your fault. You set him up for failure.
But the optimism in me wants me to believe that Jalen Brunson saw the tape and was like, oh no.
I'm learning. He learned.
This is not. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Jalen Brunson gave it enough time. He gave it an honest effort. Mm-hmm. He was like, you know what? These are my guys.
I'm gonna give them a chance.
I gotta give them the opportunity
show them support
to build their confidence in these moments. And he saw Julius Randle. He saw Julius do it like 3 times. It was like, all right, enough. And then he saw RJ dunk under the screen. It was like, what?
He's like, oh, y'all doing me like this?
Cool.
Say less. You saw the growth. The growth was it was the Toronto game. The Toronto win. I want to say this was a couple weeks ago now? What is time? But we was fully selling. It was like near the Dallas sell. And Jalen Brunson really just said, all right. And he took the ball up and they did not double him. And he said, okay, I like my chances one-on-one. And he went to the chip, pump faked, got boy in the air and got a bucket. He made the right basketball play.
Yep.
And I trust him to do that most times. So that's my take on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in agreement.
You want to talk about the Gulag?
Oh, man, we back. First of all, we are renaming it's the Knicks Gulag, right? But we are renaming this segment into the maniacal rotation, Tibbs maniacal rotation.
It makes no
because
sense.
We have talked about this at least 4 weeks in a row, and I think it deserves its own segment.
Really?
It absolutely does because every week it is something new with this maniac, Tom Thibodeau. I don't understand this man.
Fucking nuts.
Oh, man. So, Jericho Sims, our guy, Jericho Hims, is in the gulag with Big Cam Reddish.
And Derek.
And Evan.
And
Evan is back.
Yeah,
Evan made
also back to the gulag.
Evan made a brief stint out the gulag. While RJ
was hurt.
RJ was hurt. And he's back.
In the goo. Tough.
Jericho Sims does not deserve to be in the gulag. This is my public plea to Tom Thibodeau to stop being a maniac and let Jericho Sims out of the gulag.
Please? Isaiah Hartenstein gave you 16 minutes versus Toronto. Jericho couldn't get 8 of those minutes. Jericho couldn't get 16 of those minutes. Should just be playing over Isaiah Hartenstein. I don't get it. I really don't.
Disgusted.
I try to defend the Knicks front office because, like, we don't give the press shit. Like, we don't do nothing. Nothing. We just make
and it's an unapologetic.
Yeah.
They take the slander.
They eat fines. Yes. They just take the fines. They're just like, yeah, we didn't want to. What was it, 20,000? We don't care. We're just gonna pay it. But I really want to know why we are throwing these guys in the gulag.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. And then we're doing like this gulag light thing with McBride, where like McBride is getting less than 10 minutes a lot. And like, if you're going to do a 9-man rotation, they all got to play at least 10 minutes. Like, you can't do that.
Nah.
You
Deuce is now in the spot minutes role.
Yeah.
He's spelling quickly and Grimes for 4 minutes each.
He's in like the foul trouble. Like, if somebody gets in foul trouble, then we get more Deuce minutes.
I think they're looking for an upgrade for Deuce in the Deuce role.
I don't know. I'm big Deuce hot.
You know me.
I'll entertain it. I just think
that's what they're looking for.
I just want our minutes distribution to be much better. I just haven't seen teams go far in the playoffs when their 3 best players are consistently playing 39, 40 minutes a night. It's just not a sustainable model.
It looks good now. Just saying. It looks good now. And that is my feel.
It makes no sense because we have depth. Like, we have guys.
Tibbs think they submit, bro. It's as simple as that. I think that is legitimately the answer. Tibbs looks at everybody else not named, his starting 5 and his 6th man, Emmanuel Quickly, and he's like,
y'all submit.
I'm not going to lie, that includes Obi. I think he looks everybody a submit. He's like, I'm not playing you.
He needs y'all
I'm not
to get
playing
hot.
the mid.
Yeah.
They trying to fire me. I'm not playing no mid. No more mid. Only gas. No more mid.
Especially now that Obi is back, the Hartenstein minutes are even more annoying because Obi is in the Hartenstein role and he's just better at it. So that's frustrating. But our defense is built around having a Jericho Sims in there. And like the on-off defense numbers for Mitch are out of control. Like once Mitch leaves the floor, our defense is horrible. And Mitch is perpetually in foul trouble because our guards, specifically, and our forwards, really everyone not named Quentin Grimes, just be giving clear runway to the lane.
Let me tell you why this is nuts.
It's like you're going to get in foul trouble.
I'm going to tell you why this is nuts. This is really nuts, and I don't think you even see in the science on this, right? Here's the science.
Break it down.
Tomas, right? Tomas? Yo, he's a maniac, bro.
Maniac.
I'm telling you this right now. Jericho Sims is not playing and he's in the gulag because Tom Thibodeau thinks this man is a power forward. We have the material. We have the evidence. He has placed this man, like the maniac he is, in the corner.
Nuts.
Wide open.
Nuts.
Do absolutely nothing.
Nuts.
As a non-shooter.
He's like, he's not performing in this role. It's like, this is not his fucking role. No one would perform in this role.
I watched 2.5 weeks of Jericho Sims try to keep slide his feet well with power forwards, but also foul power forwards because he does not know what to do with his hands because he is not a power forward. He is a center.
It is just not his position. It's not what he does.
But Tim sees something different in him. He see that dog in him. He said, I see the power forward you're meant to be. The non-shooting power forward.
You can be so much more.
So desperately needs. And that is gross to me.
Gross.
And he cannot play Sims at the power forward position now because Sims is not better than Obi.
Yes.
That is gross that he has made that decision.
Yeah.
That Sims on the depth chart. I bet you if you look up a depth chart right now, Sims is the third string power forward.
Getting no performance from the power forward position. It's like, dog, that's not a power forward.
The production from the power forward position is abysmal.
It's like, it's going to remain abysmal because we are not playing our power forward at power forward. It is really nasty. I don't get Tibbs lineups, and the fact that we're getting no explanations for them is even more frustrating. But it's even more so. It's frustrating because these lineups are out of control. Full stop.
Yes.
But it's more frustrating because we're winning more than we're losing, which means these lineups are here to stay. They are not going anywhere. And that is the frightening part.
How are they working?
I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't. It does not.
Everything. No, I'm not going to lie. We are surviving off of spectacular isolation play from Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
I don't know how long this is going to last, to be honest with you.
I mean, I think it might last for a bit. Them boys good.
They all good.
Them boys
they all good. And this is actually something that I feel like their games are built for playoff basketball. Like if Julius,
when the game slows down,
doesn't sell. Like we are built to be a fast break team, and we don't do a lot of fast breaking. Like, Obi Toppin should average 10 points off the bench if we was a fast break team. And we don't even separate. Like, if we had the starters run the offense through and then have the second unit play fast break basketball, like, they try. They just
aren't able to, and it's like, for lack of it, he set them up for failure. Like, they just aren't a good mesh offensively, and they're only an okay mesh defensively because Quickly is surprisingly good at defense, and he's a really good rebounder. And Hart is eyed at boxing out, and then Obi is just really active. Like, that's why they work. But a lot of times you'll see he'll throw RJ in with that group, and
he has to.
He has to.
For
scoring.
There's no scoring on the floor.
And it's extra frustrating because we got a quote-unquote professional scorer in Evan Fournier, and we have who I think is a literal bucket, former Defensive Player of the Year candidate, Cam Reddish, and we're just choosing to not play these guys, and we're not getting no explanation for why they are so deep within the gulag. And I would much rather hear Cam Reddish has demanded a trade. If I heard that, I would be like, damn, that's my guy, tough. But like at the same time, I'd be like, that makes sense why you're not playing him. Like, I get it. He doesn't want to be here. But to have him suit up nightly and just vibe, it's crazy.
He don't even get to wear his street clothes. He know he's not playing.
Everybody know he's not playing. My guy got the headband on, everything ready.
Fully in full gear.
Full gear, ready to go. And we are not going to see him again this season. Hopefully we find a good trade partner for him. I don't think we put it on the topics, but a lot of Knicks rumors of trades, and I'm interested to see what we do. So they said we want to do right by Derrick Rose, and I hope we honor that. Like, I hope we lose the Derrick Rose trade because he got to go to a contender in the West. No contender in the East. Not doing that.
None.
No, we're not losing that trade. But if y'all want to send him to the Clippers for, second round or whatever so that he could compete for a title, Derrick Rose deserves that. But I don't know what's going to happen to Cam. I don't know what's going to happen to Evan. I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now. The front office won't tell me. It's weird.
They will not tell you at all.
But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. You got anything on the trade front? You been paying attention to any of that?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah, heard about the Quickly trade.
Okay.
Off the market. Tim said he
is indispensable.
Indispensable IQ. And untouchable Q, as you guys already know. I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me at all. I've seen some rumors. We're looking for wing help. Ironically, we have that already, but we're choosing not to use it. So there's that.
I hate when I see we looking for scoring off the bench. That's the most annoying.
That's hilarious to me. As I've said, I want to shoot in big. Mm-hmm. Give me Miles Turner. Give me Kristaps Porzingis to come off the bench. I think that will also help spell Julius minutes for 40 minutes, because if you got someone who can actually shoot, you could play Julius a little less. And if we are going to be a playoff team, and if we're going to give one of the top 3 or 4 seeds that are one of our best shots, I think we need a little bit more help. I don't want a first round exit. I would like win a playoff series.
Same.
And everything after that is house money.
House money.
So
yes, sir. But I think we're a piece away from winning a first round series, and I hope we make the move. Trade deadline coming.
It is.
It's January 18th right now. So what?
It's about 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. So
I'm surprised nothing has dropped yet.
Usually, honestly, it might drop tomorrow. Usually around now is when the trade. This is when we got Derek, right? January. It was right
I think we got him in about December though.
December. It was even earlier. Okay. But yeah, what we doing? Get to work, Leon.
You feel me?
Get to work. I ain't trying to hear it. I digress. But we'll see what happens.
Yes. All right.
Previews?
The previews.
It's time
for the previews.
Oh, man.
Previews.
What we got this week?
We are starting with back to the Wizards.
Back to Washington?
I think they're coming here.
Oh, they coming home.
Erg. We don't want to play.
Don't want to play. It's weird that I don't want to play. Like, I want the 5th seed. Like, I don't want the 4th seed.
They said the New York Knicks is the only team in the NBA with a winning record on the road and a losing record at home. That's so tough.
It's extra nasty because we're 5 games over 500. So that means we have a very good road record and a bad home record. So for the same reasons we beat Washington last time, I think we're going to beat them. They don't match up with us well in that Kuzma and Porzingis have to give them their points. We should be able to counter them with Mitch and RJ not being submit. I don't think RJ or Julius, I don't know who was guarding him primarily. I saw a lot of RJ, but I don't know if they make a switch, But whoever is guarding him should not let him get 40 points again.
That's a bad decision.
I don't know what the under is, but take under 40 for Kuz. If he gets 40, I will be shocked.
Tough.
Other than that, they don't have no answer for Jalen Brunson.
Tough.
We should win this game.
Handily.
I'm
taking us to win this game
with
as well.
Points. What's the spread?
With the points.
I'm taking it with the points. Whatever it is. I think this should be a double-digit win at home. We're coming off a loss. It's a
New
loss
York
that
minus
we should have
6,
won.
Washington plus 6.
6? 6 is kind of wild. I'm taking it, though. I'm taking 6. I'm shocked they gave us 6. We nice.
6 is nuts.
6
I'm not even
is
gonna lie.
right? You don't see 6 often
6
in today's NBA. Not for us, at least. We not those
We got
guys.
Bradley Beal day to day with a hamstring. I'm not sure
playing.
he'll play tomorrow.
If he plays, take
He's
the over
day-to-day.
for him. Plays because we're the Knicks.
Off the hammy?
He's a
nah,
big
I don't
name.
never take the over of anybody off of him.
He's a big name. That's it doesn't matter.
Kristaps Porzingis reunion game once again.
Oh yeah, coming home.
He might get.
I'm interested to see how the fans
react to this nasty PR stuff.
This has been a weird PR moment.
Oh man, I think it's gonna get gross. I think we might embrace him. But it might be a strategic move by the fans. I'm not gonna lie. I think it'll be gross. Like I told you, I secretly would not be mad at it, but I think the fans are like gonna be gross with it. Like, come home.
He might get a standing O type deal.
And I don't want no standing O. Like, ew.
But we know it's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely on the table.
Copy.
I'm taking us. There's nobody I fear on this team. Shout out Kyle Kuzma. He's on my fantasy team.
Good player. Yeah.
I mean, he scored 40 points last week on us. He helped me with my week, so I'm not mad at that. But
they just don't have enough firepower. And
lose. You will lose. Yeah. You guys, they suck.
You just need more talent in the sport. You can't have Monte Morris as your starting point guard.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Can't do that.
That's not something that you're capable of doing when Jalen Brunson is on the other side.
Yeah, that's just a bad.
It's unfortunate.
You need to get out of that quick. But yeah, I digress. That's pretty much all I got. What's next? Where we at next?
Next is
this
Atlanta.
At Atlanta.
The Trae Young Bowl. Rayford.
At
Rayford. No, we at Atlanta.
At Atlanta? Oh, we're winning.
Rayford.
We are definitely
turmoil
winning.
in Atlanta.
This is true. They going through
As I've said earlier, the streets is humming. Trae might not be the best guard in Atlanta. They saying DeJounte might be a little better than him. Because Trae, as we all know, is a nut.
And a lick on defense. A whole lick.
He's good, but he's high volume, low efficiency shooter.
I used to compare him to Steph Curry, but when you watch Steph Curry, especially in the playoffs,
that's a poor comparison.
Steph Curry is not a lick. Steph Curry is not like an elite defender. Like, if you're going to target somebody on the Warriors, I get why you would target Steph Curry and not Draymond Green or Klay Thompson or Andrew Wiggins. Like, I get why you target him. But Trae Young is a lick.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Steph is brolic now. Like it's GG. Like I'm sorry. Like Steph is mad brolic now. And as we stated before when we played the Warriors, like Steph is gonna have you doing cardio for 48 minutes.
48 minutes.
If Trae Young was
making you do that,
and make you do that, he would be
a better defender,
top 5 player in the league.
Yeah.
And they would be like, yo, you are Steph Jr.
Yeah.
Because he's literally teaching Jordan Poole to do the same thing. Like you just gotta run around. Like so they will get tired eventually. Like you have to 24 seconds of intense running, bro. And 24 seconds of intense. Like sometimes Steph don't even touch the ball. Like Draymond is sitting there working Clay at the top and Jordan at the top. Like it's the same thing with Trae. First of all, Trae trying to get rid of John Collins, or they trying to get rid of John Collins.
What is that about? Is there more?
Bro, they've been trying to trade John Collins for like 4 years.
Has that is it beef? Like what is up?
I don't know.
They paid him
because they saying that Trae, he got a little diva in him.
Collins do?
Nah, Trae
do. Trae absolutely do. Oh, so they getting rid of Collins because they choosing Trae.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right. Stupid, but
John Collins is good. I think he's good.
Yeah. He's solid. He's
not elite. But
I'm not taking him over Julius. I'm not taking him over Obi Toppin. If I'm being perfectly honest. But I
just think that team is.
Right.
I think that team is not. Well, I think it's constructed around Trae. Like in theory, DeJounte Murray, good defender. DeAndre Hunter, good defender. Clint Capella, good defender. John Collins, decent defender. Like you got people around Trae that is going to make up for his elite deficiency on defense. But I just think it's the wrong people. I think it's the wrong people, or Trae is the wrong person for that system.
Yes.
Because Trae, I don't think, and I have an issue because I think like Trae's not going to go somewhere. Like if they trade Trae, like where else is he going to go? Like he's literally going to need
everything.
Like
a system built around
tier 1 defense around him at all times.
Yes.
Like DeAndre Hunter, he's always injured. So like it's tough.
It's really tough.
And when he's not injured, is he a top 5 defender? No.
Not at all.
So like Clint Capella, same thing. Like he's a top 5 defender? No.
Just a solid defender.
So Trae Young really just got a pack of mid in DeJounte Murray, who's not mid.
Yeah.
But they just working with a pack of mid, and they traded their future for DeJounte, and
that's tough.
That's so tough. I'm not even gonna lie.
So tough. It really is. And I gotta say, as a Knicks fan, I love this. I really do. This is so good news for me. I am thrilled as a Knicks fan. Y'all really went and said that the Knicks need to be like Atlanta and make a move. Go out and do it. And now look at them. Stuck. They are in purgatory. Purgatory. I don't think they get out the first round. I'm not going to hold you. I think it's more likely they miss the playoffs than get out the first round. They are some mid. They are literally 22-22 at the moment, which is the definition of some mid.
Nice.
But you don't push the chips in front. Like, you don't do that to be some mid. You do it to be Cleveland, who's inching to be some mid, and we'll get there. But if you're going to push the chips, you want to be one of the best teams in the conference, and they're not that at all. Not even close. And I love this for us. With that being said, this one game, because it's in Atlanta, I'm absolutely picking us. We are so good versus Atlanta in the regular season in these past 3 years. Like in the Tibbs era, I'm not even joking. I think we're like 8-2 versus Atlanta in the regular season. And because of that, I got us. I just don't think they have an answer for Julius Randle. They have not.
Series 1-1 now. This is 1-1. So
and I'm taking the over. I don't think we're going to fold like we did that first game. That was like, I'm going to knock on wood, but we haven't been folding like that because that was a pattern. That game was not the only wicked fold job of that time of the year. And luckily that pattern has died.
It's crazy. It's 20 losses, right? And I'm not going to lie to you. It's 20 losses. We have 20 losses. I can legit say we have folded on like 16 of the
Legit.
20. Like we have get cooked 4 of them. Like
Yeah.
4 we got cooked.
4 of them, we lost the game.
But like 16 of these losses has just been fold
job.
Fold.
Just us saying like, oh, like of the 20 I want to look, we could probably look that up. Of the 20 losses, I want to say we had at least a 5-point lead in every single one. We might have had 10-point lead. Like the Atlanta game, wasn't we up 20
yes, we were.
and lost by double
and
digits?
DeJounte Murray started tweaking.
Do you know how much you have to sell to go from up 20 to lose by double digits? We lost by double digits and the fourth quarter wasn't even watchable. Like that's next level sales. I don't think that happens again. I think that we have figured out how to get through those scoring droughts. We didn't know how to do that earlier. And it was largely because Jalen Brunson didn't want to just say, hey, I'm good at sport. And now he does. And I love that for us. But
Indeed.
Yeah, I got us winning. Where to next?
Oh, man. So, final game. Back
Dub.
for LeBronto type 4. Part 4.
Dub. No basketball. This is one of those no sport, no analysis. We not losing to them twice. After that.
Nope.
That's really it. That's all I got.
I need this one.
We should have beat them. They know we should have beat them. And I know the trash talk, that game is going to be hot. And RJ homecoming, I got us winning.
I'm taking the over on Quentin Grimes 2.5 threes.
Okay.
Safe. Just because. Safe.
Safe.
Just because my man, just because Scotty Barnes said he not him. I'm taking the over. Just Quentin Grimes 20-point game. I'm putting that on the table right now. Quentin Grimes 20-point game.
Okay. I can see it.
Because you got disrespectful Scotty Barnes.
I can see it.
Now I gotta give you 20. Now I gotta
let you know things are different. I could definitely see it. And Quentin is going. I think that the Fred VanVleet matchup was smoking him, and I don't think he lets that happen again. There was a point, especially in the fourth quarter, where Fred VanVleet was really going at Quentin, and I like that matchup for us. I know that it didn't work out those 2 plays, but I think Quentin is gonna watch the film. I think he's gonna, do his homework like he's done all year, and I think that. When it matters, he's going to be that guy. So, yeah, I got us.
I'm taking us as well. So, I'm calling it a 3-0 week.
I don't know what the line is going to be, but I got us by 5 or more. I think it's going to get down to the free throw part. Like, we're going to be up 7 or so, and then they're going to start fouling, and we're not going to sell. I'm calling it.
That's what you calling it?
I'm calling it. Just because we did sell. And I'm willing to bet they learned from it. You would think they would have learned from the last time they sold, but I think that this time was different. It was at home, and they had that game.
Yep.
They had it. Like, literally in the balance, had it, and just started missing free throws and not getting the calls. So, yeah, I got us winning.
Disgusting work. Yep. Got us winning as well. All right, so it's time.
Knicks for clicks.
LOL Knicks.
Y'all, man. This was a weird, terrible week for Knicks for clicks. Like, there was a lot of nuts takes out there. I'm going with one. Hold on, where it is? Here it is. So this is from
to us.
Ari from Manhattan. Is that that's the
that is
or it's Ari Fro Manhattan, if I'm reading this correctly.
Knicks Twitter. Prevalent in Knicks Twitter. He's usually
is he okay
talking in all caps.
Okay. All caps Ari from Twitter. So he goes, the Knicks haven't had literally one signature win all season. The closest thing was against the 4-seeded Cavs. Stop the cap. Team is as mid as can be. This is one of those moving goalpost situations. We're seeing a lot of these lately. One, beating the 4-seeded Cavs should count as a signature win. And I know it should count as a signature win because later on this express, he goes, where is it? I want to say he said Charlotte beat the Cavs in accounts.
Beat the Bucks.
Beat the Bucks. And I'm like, dog, like, you don't get to have it both ways. We not only do we have to say we beat the brakes out of Phoenix on national television. We beat the brakes out of Golden State on national television. Like, we have had some very good wins. We've had some pretty bad losses. We can't ignore those.
All right. You're burying the lead. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Nah, you go.
The part that you're missing out on is that this young man said that we have not beaten a team that is fully healthy. That's an elite team that's fully healthy.
Okay.
One.
Who has?
No
one who's played Brooklyn
not know
has.
This is Kawhi Leonard's NBA?
Yeah. No one who's beaten Brooklyn beat them fully healthy. Because they're basically undefeated when
they are fully healthy. And now that they aren't fully healthy, they are getting defeated.
They're losing again.
Everybody else has gotten defeated.
Literally.
Everybody else is unhealthy. This is the NBA. Yes. He counted by saying the Knicks are the only healthy team in the NBA. And I was like, wow, we literally just got everybody back today. Literally. And that was Tuesday. So it's tough. It's tough. You're wrong. And yeah. GG.
It's really nasty out
You are nasty taking. All right, my next for clicks, LOL Knicks, is going to come from, you guessed it, the NBA's last 2-minute report. Oh, man. Give me a second. I had it. So, I want you guys to know, first and foremost, that the aforementioned foul, non-foul that was called was reviewed by the NBA.
Let me guess.
And you guessed it. The NBA said that RJ Barrett was not fouled.
They said he was not fouled?
He was not fouled.
Oh, that's even nastier.
Oh, you thought I was gonna say.
I thought they watched the game.
No, not at all.
Nasty.
It's actually disgusting.
Oh yeah, his house. Alahan. Barnes make contact with, but does not affect the speed. Oh man. Man.
So the tweet comes. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll let you read it.
So Barnes makes contact with Barrett's upper off arm during his dunk shot. But now I'm going to read that again. I'm not done with the tweet, but I'm going to read that again. Barnes makes contact. Hey,
Guru, does he make contact?
He has to. What does make
according
contact
to the NBA, according to their own 2-minute report, and according to their rules that state that making contact is illegal when folks are in the shooting motion?
No. Makes contact with Barrett's upper off arm during his dunk shot. That does not affect the speed, quickness, balance, and or rhythm of his shot. Okay. So this was literally made and sent out to get me very upset. I'm going to tell you why. There's so many things wrong with this statement. First of all, makes contact. Makes contact. Now, what they're implying here is that this contact was legal. Now, that's what they're giving us. I'm giving y'all the science here. I hope y'all got y'all notes up. They're implying that the contact is legal. Wait, but then immediately contradict the fact that it was legal contact by saying that he makes contact with his upper off arm during the dunk shot. That's contact. That is a foul. That is the legal definition. The legal definition of a follow through. We see this all the time. Oh,
honestly, they got to recall the whole league now. You got to recall the whole season.
And recount all the points. Because, wow, if you can call a follow through when somebody is fouled and then has to take another step into the layup, you are telling me that you could not call this a foul. This was a foul. In real time, it was a foul. I'm going to stand on that. The refs sold us. I don't know if RJ would have made the free throw, but we needed the opportunity.
Let's be clear. I do. There's no doubt in my mind.
We needed the opportunity to see that for ourselves, and we did not get that. And for the NBA last 2-minute report to uphold this while contradicting their very own rules is nuts to me.
It's nasty.
That is Knicks for clicks.
Honestly, I didn't even see this until now, so I'm like reacting in real time. This is disgusting.
I'm not going to lie to you. This is feeding into my conspiracy brain.
This is a brand new rule. This does not alter the speed of the shot.
The RJ Barrett rule.
Honestly, every dunk, every single body who ever got dunked on and won, this could be the case. Yeah. Because every time you dunk on somebody, your speed is not altered. If it was, you would not have dunked on them. I know I would. This is really nasty. This is really nasty. And it's extra nasty because that's just not true. One, it says, does not affect the speed, quickness, balance, and or rhythm of the shot. That's crazy. That's just a weird rule that I've never seen before right now. One. So that's crazy about it. It's also crazy because it's untrue. If you look at the video, he is clearly altered. He almost falls down. You think folks naturally dunk where they're going to fall down afterwards? No.
This is disgusting.
You do that because your balance was altered.
I can't believe this. I'm not going to lie. To justify this is nasty work, and shame on you, NBA refs.
This just blew my mind.
Get new refs. I'm sorry. I don't like these refs.
Throw them away.
Throw away all the refs. Repopulate the earth and then get new refs. Refs because this is gross.
Yeah, they
but
gotta get it together.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. No. No.
Not at all.
Not at
it's
all.
Not something that you can get jiggy with specifically.
This is nasty. This is nastier than normal. And it's normally really nasty. This is like a next level nasty.
Because you thought you was about to wake up, read the last 2-minute report, and feel justified in your hate for the refs. And you know what they said? They said Scott Foster,
we're changing
he got
the rules.
something on us. I'm sorry. It's disgusting work.
They said we're changing the rules for no reason.
No reason.
Disgusting league. But thank y'all for tuning in.
Once again.
This is the Upstate New York Knicks podcast. It's your boy Mo Brown.
It's your boy Van Deezy.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Be sure to follow the Facebook, add us on social medias, do all of that. We like to see y'all in the groups. I apologize for selling. The chats be lively. I appreciate the takes because y'all definitely bring them. And I love that. But yeah, we're going to keep growing. I'm pretty sure the next time y'all hear from us, we're going to have some special guests on.
Yes, we're not going to tell y'all yet.
We're not going to tell y'all yet because y'all going to be mad. But it's going to make sense.
They're definitely going to be mad.
It's going to make sense. It's going to add up. But other than that, y'all stay easy and remember, keep the garden. They could take you out the city, but the garden stays in your heart forever. Y'all take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.